Alright, super quick tutorial on how to set up GameGlass for Star Citizen. First off, you're going to need the GameGlass app. So, you go to their website, click Get Started, and then download for whichever system you're on. I've already got it, so we're not going to do it. I'll put the link in the description. Alright, then you're going to download it, open it up. You'll need to create a free account. The next thing you'll do is you'll go to Explore. You can click Filter, Games, Star Citizen's right at the top. Now these premium ones you do have to subscribe for, but there are tons of free community made ones. I have made two myself. They're right here at the top. Once you found one you like, you go to library, and there they are. Now I will say some of these are not updated. I have tried a few, and they just don't work. I'm assuming they're just out of date. The keybinds aren't proper. Like this one I have tried, it is not updated. I just made my two, so they should be in update. This one does work. I don't know about any others. Next step will be to download GameGlass on your phone or tablet, whatever you're using. And then simply open the app, sign into the account. And then you'll be able to link your computer to your tablet or phone. And then on there, you'll see collections. You go in your collections, pick whichever one you want, and you're ready to go. Alright, now on the SC side, one simple thing you need to do, go to Options, Key Bindings, Advanced Control Customization, and under Control Profiles, right here you have Gamecast Keypad, and you just click Keyboard number 1, and then you hit Load. I've already done this. Now keep in mind, changes will override existing profile, so if you have changed keybinds on your keyboard, it's going to reset those to default, so you may have to go back and change them. I had to. So keep that in mind. And then once this is done, you can simply load into game and everything should work. Again, keep in mind some of the pre-made panels on GameGlass aren't up to date and may not work right away, so try a few. Alright, mind the crappy camera. Now, again, on your tablet, once you've downloaded it and you're signed in, you just go to your collections. You can see your screens right there. Pick one. And then as you see, I'll click stuff on the screen and it'll work the ship. Okay, so now for the more complicated part of GameGlass. It's still pretty easy. In your library, you can see your panels, so you can edit shards, which will take you to the editor. But you can just make a new one, and editing will bring you into the same thing. Since we have it up, we have a blank shard. This is your GameGlass exit button. You can't move it, unfortunately. You can change its color. Your background, you can change the background color itself. So, you can use a image URL to give yourself a background picture. I think it's kind of weird it's a URL, not just like adding a picture, but that's okay. And then, so here you can insert things like, say, a clock. You go to typography, that's basically your text. You can change your clock color. You can change font. Move it around. You can put 24-hour time if you want. Clock's pretty simple. It should just run off of your computer time. Now, one thing I will say, so it is free. You get 2 like screens for free. You can subscribe. It's like $5 a month. I subbed, and I'm just gonna cancel because you have to sub in order to have access to the Star Citizen buttons and also Elite Dangerous buttons if you want to use these while making your own. Now again, it is completely free to just use and find panels in the community thing. There's hundreds of them. You don't have to make your own. This is just if you really want to. I did because I found a lot of the ones out there to be a little too clustered for my liking. So anyway, let's add a button. And we want this to be our ship power. So we'll change the text over here to power. That changes our button. And then now what we want to do is in actions, add a key binding. The default key binding I see for ship power is U. And actually, I didn't mean to finish. We want to add a toggle state, meaning it's an on-off button. And then here's our normal look, and on tap, so when the button's pressed and it's on, we could change the color. So on, and this is off. And then we can move it however we want. Now the main reason I wanted GameGlass was to have power management right there in front of me instead of having to dig through MFDs to do it. But in the pre-made SD buttons, there is a pre-made power management panel. And everything's already keybound and working. This is good to go. All you gotta do is size it and change the color to however you want when you're making your display. So pretty much everything in this works the same way. Most things are probably going to be on a toggle like this. There are some that aren't, so like let's grab this button for example. And say we want to call ATC from the hanger. So we're going to add a keybind. C, that's left alt and N. And this one isn't an on-off, so all we need is the keybind. And then once we go into game, all of this should already work. So this is still fairly simple, a little more complicated. Mainly you have to know what are the keybinds in game, and you can always just pull up your game. I had my game running in background while doing this, so I could just quickly go and check keybinds. I hope this video helped you, and I hope you enjoy using GameGlass. Thanks for watching.